The divorce papers were still warm from the judge's signature when I quietly picked up the single cardboard box holding everything I had left. 20 years of marriage had ended in less than 15 minutes, and somehow the silence hurt more than the words that destroyed it. My wife didn't cry. She didn't hesitate. She simply turned her back and walked away as if I had never been the man who spent 2 decades building a life beside her. I didn't beg. I didn't argue. I didn't ask why. I just walked out of the courthouse into the bright afternoon sunlight, believing I had lost everything that mattered. But before I could even reach the end of the sidewalk, the impossible happened. A sleek black limousine slowly pulled up beside me, and every person nearby stopped to stare. The driver stepped out, looked directly into my eyes, and spoke my name with a respect I hadn't felt in years. In that single moment, the life I thought had ended was about to begin in a way I never could have imagined. Before we continue, if you believe kindness and second chances can completely change someone's life, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment telling us where you're watching from, share this story with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to the Kindness Project. Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories to people around the world. My name is Nathan Mercer, and until that afternoon, I believed I was an ordinary man who had simply failed. I had spent most of my life working as a maintenance supervisor at a local hospital. The pay wasn't impressive, but every broken machine I repaired and every emergency generator I kept running meant another family received the care they desperately needed. I was proud of honest work, even if it never made me rich. My wife, Vanessa, once admired that about me. But over the years, admiration slowly became disappointment. She wanted luxury vacations, expensive cars, and a house that impressed our neighbors. I wanted peace, stability, and enough savings to make sure we never struggled. Somewhere along the way, our dreams stopped walking together. When the hospital downsized after several difficult financial years, I lost my position. I searched endlessly for work, taking temporary jobs, fixing neighbors' homes, and doing everything I could to keep food on the table. I skipped meals so my family wouldn't have to. I sold my father's watch to pay utility bills. I hid my fears behind tired smiles because I believed a husband should carry burdens without complaining. But no matter how hard I worked, it was never enough to repair the growing distance inside our home. The divorce wasn't caused by one argument. It was built from thousands of quiet disappointments. Vanessa eventually admitted she no longer believed I could provide the life she wanted. Those words didn't make me angry. They simply emptied something inside me. When the judge finalized our separation, I accepted that perhaps love alone wasn't enough to keep 2 people together. Standing outside with my small box of belongings, I wasn't thinking about revenge or proving anyone wrong. I was only wondering where I would sleep that night. That's when the limousine appeared. Curiosity overcame fear. I simply smiled, wished her well, and continued greeting volunteers. As I watched hundreds of people working together to improve hospitals for complete strangers, I realized life's greatest rewards often arrive disguised as heartbreaking endings. If my marriage had never ended, I might never have discovered the purpose waiting beyond my pain. Sometimes losing the life you planned makes room for the life you were meant to live. If this story touched your heart or reminded you that every ending can become a new beginning, please like this video, share it with someone facing difficult times, leave a heartfelt comment, and subscribe to the Kindness Project so together we can spread hope, kindness, and second chances to millions of people. Special request: before the story ends, comment with the words, "I still believe in second chances." As the evening sun painted the sky in warm shades of gold, I looked back on the courthouse steps where I once believed my future had ended. That painful afternoon had felt like the darkest chapter of my life, but it had quietly become the first page of something far greater. I learned that dignity never depends on wealth, kindness is never wasted, and the good we do in silence has a remarkable way of finding its way back to us. Sometimes the road that begins with heartbreak leads directly to the miracle you never saw coming.